back re-education is what I'm trying to get you to do today. Okay? So, I don't know if you have snow where you're at. Mine is leaving. So, of course, whenever the California bunch gets here, I won't have any snow. Okay, so here I am. Here's my chair. Here's my pad, right? So I'm just going to put my hand right here on my chair. Okay? I'm trying to get oriented. This is back re-education. I put my hand on my chair, and I just walk around my chair. Number one, this helps define your space. Okay? Number two, you can adjust it. If you need to pull the chair out a little bit, push it back a little bit, put your hand on the back of the chair, drop your shoulders, and just, not fast, you just walk around, walk around, walk around. You want to go about, I would say 2 to probably 4 times in one direction. And as you're doing this, if you feel the slight bit dizzy, then you have to slow it back. And here's the thing. Some of you need to take a big, deep breath. Don't take it through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Because if you did everything that I just now did, including walking around, you need more oxygen. Some of you hold your breath. Okay, that was about 4 times maybe. Kathy's probably counting and that was wrong. Okay, so see how I turned around? Now I'm going to go reverse. So I just keep my hand on my chair. I walk around, I walk around, I walk around, I walk around. Okay? Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay? Now you're right here at your chair. You've adjusted it so that you can do activities in front of it or behind it and not stub your toe or kick something over or something like that. Okay? So my hands are on the back of my kitchen chair. Now I'm going to go forward. I'm going to go back. So we already did, before people came on to this particular session, if you pull this up in YouTube, we've already done sit, tied our shoes. I went through the whole thing of tying your shoes, and as I pointed out to those who are on early, and you know, people who come on early, you get credit on your name, and it's going to go into a drawing for a free car. I'm not sure when this drawing is going to be. I'll let you know about that later. But I figured, why not act like I'm going to give away something and then never do it? So I am giving away something. I'm giving away a lot of added strength and mobility. That's what I'm giving away. Okay, see how I'm doing this? So you've done this several times now. And I'll guarantee you that until I say it, you've been breathing through your mouth. Breathe through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay, keep your shoulders down. In through the nose, out through the mouth. This one change of habit will change a ton of things. Because you're going to be doing diaphragmatic breathing much more. In through the nose, out through the mouth. See how I'm doing a high hip hinge, and I have you do the high hip hinge in front of the chair because it will prompt you to not go too low. So I have a lot of people that have a very bad habit of doing a hip hinge, and they do really good at the hip hinge. They don't flex their back, but here's this thing that they do. Unless I have a chair in front of you, like the chair back, like I'm doing right now, and every time I do it, I step a little tiny bit wider, okay? I drop my shoulders, breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. When I go into this move right here, see my sternum right here is right here at the chair back. Okay, I can't go down any further. which takes me back to what I was going to show you. Many people breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. They think that they're going lower and lower with their hinging, but actually what they do is they put their head down instead of keeping the ear over the shoulders over the hips. See that? So that's a major thing, and there's some of you that don't even realize you do that until you really look at it in a mirror somewhere. What? So now after I've done that several times, now I'm ready to really wake up the gluteals and wake up the hamstrings. So why is that important? You've been walking around getting ready for this class all morning, just like you get ready for anything in the morning, doing this motion. Walking forward, brushing your teeth, doing at the sink, this motion. See, this is a constant forward bending. See that? And it's a constant forward stepping. So you've been waking all these up, using all these, but you haven't been waking these up back here. My guess is you did not do stair climbing this morning. Even though I told Tina, I don't know if Tina's there with us. I saw her the other day. If you got stairs, that is a ready-made health club for you. So get a good handrail on there and get on those stairs, okay? So here I am, and now I'm gonna tap back here like this, then I'm gonna tap back here like this. So now whenever I do my hamstrings, I'm gonna be doing alternating. I'm not gonna do repeated on one side because my goal is to get you to really start innervating or hooking up your back leg muscles, your gluteal. Why? Because they're some of the biggest muscles in your body, number one. Number two, many of you have strained them for whatever reason. You know, as we have our birthdays, parts wear out. That's just a fact. We have to deal with it. I'm trying to help you deal with it. Best thing you can do is make your muscles strong around the joints and then really move properly. Okay, now I'm putting my foot back here, I'm bending, and now I'm doing a little dip. Okay, now I'm going to start right now dropping my heel. See that? I'm not going to sit on it. We're going to do that at the end of today's session. I am putting that leg back. I'm innervating through the gluteal. And now I'm at my toe. See, I'm at my toe. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll my foot to my heel. That should get your attention, but don't sit on it. It should be just a little like, whoa, that's a stretch. Not a hard, thing. So hands down, shoulders down, breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Take your leg back, straight leg. See, that's that straight leg move. See that? That starts this. That starts this. Okay, now squeeze that cheek. Okay? So some of you will say, well, I don't know. I don't know. Am I squeezing it tight enough? I want that little butt cheek tight so that if I had a pecan, I'd come over there and crack it on your butt. But I might get in trouble for doing that, right? Anyway, I digress. Okay, see what I'm doing? Okay, so I don't want to do a lot of repeats on one side versus the other. I'm trying to wake up your hamstrings. Okay, drop your shoulders. Ribcage up. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, here we go. Bend this knee. Say ribcage up. You're going to tap back with a straight leg. Okay, right now is when you squeeze that gluteal. Right there. See, I'm into the heel, mostly in the front. Well, the whole foot, but mostly in the heel. Right there. See the toes there? Now, watch the heel. Watch the heel. It's going to roll. And as it rolls, what do I do with my upper body? What do I do? Do I come off of this? No. I roll the heel down and I drop. upper body. Yeah, I keep my shoulders right in line with my wrists. See this? You drop so that you're right at your chair back. Your shoulders are down, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And this is how you get your heel down, right here. Okay, now I'm going to come up. Now I'm going to lift. And I want that gluteal super tight. But what position is the toe in? The toe has to be down. Okay, bring it back. Okay, so you've been squeezing this one, but here's the deal. You were on this side, and it was really starting to load, which is exactly what I want to happen, right? So now then, we're going to go back. Now you know the move. I have my little doorbell going. Sorry about that. Let me give her what for. Ruby, go that way. Go that way. Hey, hey. They don't know Southern yet. I said that away. Go that away. What are you going to do? They're worse than kids. Okay, drop your shoulders. You're right here. This move is so important. I can't even tell you because, see, when we do this move in a minute with added weight to our frame, it's going to be very important that you have the shifting. You have your knee going, the hip going, the shoulders down, okay? I'm going to take this leg back to the toe. And see, if you're doing it like this, we're in big trouble. I'm going to innervate a weaker set of muscles right back here. And I want to get the gluteal as strong as it should be, okay? So I'm going to go a tap. See, I'm pressing down. And this knee is soft. Supporting knee is soft. Okay? But what are we going to do here in just about 3 to 4 taps? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? We're going to lower. Why are we going to lower? Because we're going to try to put our heel down. And we're going to try to get our ankle and our calf going. Okay, take a big breath. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. So I'm going to put the heel down, but I can't put the heel down by shifting. See, I don't want to do that. I want to put that heel down by lowering. See that? That's a big deal. Shoulders are down, rib cage is up, and I'm going to go tap. Now when I come up to the toe, here's the kicker. Ready? Tight tummy, because I'm going to ask you to lift your whole leg with this gluteal muscle and the hamstring. Ready? Push down. Go boom, right there. And you should notice, are you turning your toe out? I will guarantee you that if you're turning your toe out even a little bit, that your hamstrings are much weaker than they should be. Because you turn your toe out because you're relying on your stronger muscles, okay? And that's normal slug behavior. And I know I have slugs coming on this morning. That's okay. We're all slugs sometimes. However, some of us are slugs more often. So you are the super slug. I'm not saying any names. Marilyn comes to mind. Oh no, sorry Marilyn. Why do I never say K? I hope everybody's laughing right now. I know, I wish you were right out here laughing. Palms down. Drop your shoulder. We got 3 more lifts here. Yeah? We already did our alternating, getting it woke up. This is from the gluteal. Do not bend your knee. If you're bending your knee, you're not using your gluteal as much as I want you to. Right there. Okay? Now, drop to the heel one last time. See? I'm on into the heel. Now, I will tell you, from just doing this few times, I don't feel nearly the stretch reflex. Why? Because I'm warming up my ankle, my calf, my soleus, all the way up my hamstrings. Hamstrings are tight. And when they're tight, you're going to feel that. Okay, go to the other leg before we change. Okay, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, shoulders are down, rib cage is up. Shift. The minute you shift, your knee does what? Bends a little. But when the knee bends, the hip has to push back. See, it has to go together. That's that hip hinge. Okay, take your free leg, tap. Okay, tap it. Okay, now roll to the heel. And as you're rolling to the heel, what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to shift back and roll to the heel? Everybody should be screaming, no, you're not. You're going to see this. If you have any of your friends do this, unless they've been trained to do this, they will not. They will just go like that. I see it happening all the time. People are trying to stretch their calves and they do this. Don't do it. Stay here. Now drop that heel. Keep the toe forward. Keep your shoulders down. Keep your elbows in. Now you're stretching. Do the calf. Do the soleus. Bend the knee a tiny bit. Then push it back. Bend the knee a tiny bit. Push it back. And then come up. Okay? And then do that repeated lifting. So here we go. Toe is down. Chin is tucked. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. See, I'm lifting with my heel leading. And I am not bending the knee that's on the leg that's lifting. It stays straight because I'm trying to innervate the gluteal. Think about those pecans. Okay? Some of you are going, what's a pecan? I'm like, well, it's a nut. I just call it pecan sometimes, most of the time. Okay, take a breath. Now, do you remember the move that I did in my warm-up? My hands on the back of the chair. I've cleared my space. I'm going to keep my hand here, and I'm just going to walk around. Okay, now I want you to focus a little differently. As you're walking, in through the mouth, out through the nose. As you're walking, I want you to pretend that you're walking on ice. When I said that word, I will bet you that you pulled your heels off the ground a little bit. That's what I want you to do. I want you to bend your knee, and I want you to do this circle as if you were stepping on ice. This is a valuable move right here. So you're in your midfoot, and you're doing the tippy toe thing, right? So some of us wouldn't even be walking if we were on ice. We would be sliding, right? Either way, it's going to keep you from falling, okay? Now, you should have gone around one way, probably 3 times, 4 times. I'll take 6 to 10 times. Now I'm going to turn. I'm going to start the other way. I'm going to do all my checks. Chin tucked, shoulders down, rib cage up. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And I am walking on ice. See, my hand is right here. I'm not leaning into it. I just have it placed there on the back of the chair. Got 2 more rounds. Yes, I want your hand here for several reasons. One of which is you might feel a little dizzy. I'm trying to achieve that actually, but I want your hand here because I don't want you to fall, okay? So I'm going around. You might feel a little lightheaded. Here's a little tip. When you're spinning like that, focus on something stationary that's right in front of this wall, then this wall, then that wall, and then this wall. That's just a dancer, skater tip. Okay? So here we go. Now we're going to do a little experiment. Are you ready to do it with me? So I'm in front of my chair. I have had this pillow, the disc, in my chair. And some of you are out there and you're saying, well, I don't have one of those. And I'm saying to you, well, you could have. If you just come over to the school, I'll give you one. You know, I can't remember what we said, $30 or $40. I think they're, when I got them brand new. See here, if I don't have this, then I just put a pillow. Okay, so after I told you to do a pillow, I'm telling you to take it off. Now I'm going to put that pillow right there. Okay, here's the progression. So if you don't want to hurt yourself, especially your back or your hips, you do even a small amount of what I just took you through. And then, how did this all start? Tying our shoes, right? So here we go. Here's your test. I'm going to see my hands. I'm going to put them right here at the hip hinge. I'm going to shine my tail lights. I'm going to keep my chin tucked so that I do not take my head lower than my knees and my butt. I'm going to go right down here and I'm going to achieve the landing. See that? So now I dropped 2 inches more. That's the progression. That will help save your knees, save your hips. It will help you get warmed up so that you function better and you won't end up hurting yourself. Now I'm going to hip hinge right there. See, my hands are right here. I'm going to tighten in my tummy. Many of you hold your breath when you do this. Why do you not want to hold your breath? It's because it creates too much pressure intra-abdominally, and it creates what's called a Valsalva maneuver. It can cause hernias if you hold your breath. But look here, look at my legs. Some of you have your legs in here like a little lady. Don't be a lady right now. Put your feet out here, okay? Just do it. So you're out here, hands are here, don't hold your breath. Breathe in. When you go to rise, that's your biggest pressure. Start to exhale. Okay? Some of you, I'm taking a very methodical approach to this extremely important move because you're going to do this move all day, every day. You're going to go sit down somewhere. And many of you are hurting yourself, or at least you're not helping yourself in the process of standing up and sitting down. When, if you followed what I'm showing you here, you could become stronger day by day by day, okay? You just have to change your attitude a little bit, okay? So instead of saying, oh, that's too much trouble, oh, it takes too long, see, that's what we call stinking thinking. Say, yes, I'm going to try. I'm going to do it. Okay, you ready? My hands are here. Lean in, okay? Tuck your chin. Okay, right now, take a breath in. Breathe in. Now you're going to push through the heels. Now exhale. Okay, come back down. Breathe in. Exhale. So see, I'm trying to get you on board so that you can do this smoothly. And you don't have to break it down like I just went through the breakdown. Okay, ready? And anytime you get off, anytime you say, oh, I didn't breathe, oh, I held my breath, oh, I put my head down too far, stop and start over again. Go through the lineup. What do? I'm sitting here. Number one, my legs are wide, okay? My feet are pretty much straight. Some of you, depending on whatever you're going on with your hip, might feel better with them out a bit, but not a lot, not like a duck, okay? Hip hinge. When you do the hip hinge, getting ready to stand, you're breathing in. Breathing in through the nose now. Exhale, push into the heels. Exhale as you come up. Why am I doing this? Because we are going to be progressive today in our strength training modalities. I've already done one progression from a higher seat to a lower seat. I'm doing multiple, and I'm trying to smooth my movement out. Ready? Breathe in through the nose. Now out through the mouth. And when you go to get up, do not do that little jumpy thing that a lot of you do. Don't do it. You lean in. You start to exhale. You push into the heels. You squeeze into the heels. It will help you use your whole musculature so much better. Take a breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, right now, in through the nose, out through the mouth. The minute that you start to press into the heels, and I know that if Kathy's on, she's counting. Yes, we're doing several of these. Yes, we are. Because it's been my experience that we get really sloppy at this very, very functional move. Okay? In through the nose, out through the mouth. Drop your shoulders. Lean in. Get ready to push on your heels. Breathe in. Ready? Heels. Breathe in. Ready? Out and heels. Blowing out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose. Okay, get ready. Heels out through the mouth. We've got 3 more. Just 3 more. Do it with me. Okay, and as you're doing this, I can tell you, if you're not thinking about it, you're pressing more on one leg than the other. So here's the deal. If this incessant dog barking is bothering you, see, I'm starting to block it out, kind of like parents block out their screaming kids, and you want to sit here and say, can you shut that kid up? That's what you want to do right now with these dogs. You would think the workmen would take care of them, but they will not. Here we go, because they're barking at them. Take a breath. Yes, I have lots of activity, rushing to get ready for the onslaught. Okay, I think we've done 3. Oh, well, shoot, let's do 1 more. Since we're on a roll, here we go. Exhale as you push onto the heels. Now breathe in through your nose. Oh, yes, that's what we want. Okay, step away. So I am getting my gloves on. And anybody tuning in with me, whether you're been with me for a long time and you just forgot, or you're just coming on, when we start to pick up weights, I'm trying my darndest to get you to really do appreciable loading. We do it with weighted balls. We do it with bags. And I'm going to do a little bit of all that today. So this is my weighted grocery bag. See, it's got handles on it. It could be canvas, leather, vinyl, something that won't rip. Okay. And for Nancy, it needs to be a very sturdy bag because she likes to load her bags. Sorry, Nan. Okay. If you have nothing else, use cans of food, bags of foods, or gallons filled up with water. So I'm going to start with my gallons. Okay. This is a gallon. It's a pretty heavy duty plastic because it is in fact the colonoscopy prep gallon that you do the prep in. They're very heavy duty. I should do a whole class. So if any of you have these, hang on to them and give them to me. Maybe I'll do a whole class when we get back together ever with our colonoscopy prep bottles. I hope you're laughing your head off right now. You should be. Okay, so we're starting to load progressively right now. I'm starting with these 2 jugs, all right? And I'm just standing here, okay? And I'm just going to go like this with my elbows back, okay? That is a minimal motion. It's a very important motion. It not only is giving your shoulders a weight to work against, but it's giving your whole frame kind of a readout that you're starting to load something here. Oh my goodness, we need to retool a little bit here. Because if this old girl keeps doing this with whoever's lifting it, your body is sending messages out right now that, in fact, yes, they are, things are moving, things are being lifted. Oh my goodness, I have to actually do something. Okay, so now do you see what I'm doing? I'm progressively going down. I am not taking my head and shoulders down. What am I taking down first? Yeah, I'm bending. I'm pushing my butt out further. Thank you. If you can put her in a cage back there, that would be so appreciative. Go down. Here we go. Pull. Okay, so now, right now, don't move. Have you squeezed your butt? My guess is no. Now, hip hinge, come down, go down a little further, like you're going to tie your shoes, go down a little further with your butt. Now push into the heels. Okay, now squeeze your butt as you pull your elbows back and your shoulders down. Come out of it. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Okay. Get ready, breathe in right now. Drop your butt. In through your nose. Ready? Push into the heels. Exhale through the mouth. Squeeze. Drop your shoulders. Come back. Heels. Okay, breathe in. Exhale. I've got about 3 more. Here we go. Your butt should be down, going down just as far as you can possibly get it without doing what? Without rounding your lower back. That's the key here. Now, the thing that will facilitate that for you is to step wider. So when you start going really low, see, go wider and you will not have a tendency to round that back so much. Okay? One more, this is it. Go into your heels. Okay, now come up, exhale. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Step back in. Okay? Now we're going to come back and we're going to work our little chair setup. So what am I going to do? I'm going to put one of my jugs there on the chair, and I'm going to hold on to one. So what's the value in that? Well, I get to put one hand on the back of the chair. I can go center or over here. I would suggest center. Here's a weighted arm. So by virtue of that, what are we going to do? Tend to do. So when we have a jug, 10 pounds, and it's hanging here, we tend to do this. See that? So I don't want you to do that. I want this shoulder to be in line with this shoulder. Okay? So that means either I'm going to pull my elbow a little bit here, maybe a little, but mostly I'm going to pull myself over with my back. Okay? So get that going. Got it? So it's right here. Shoulders are down, and lift your shoulders so that it's in symmetry. Okay? Now put that opposite leg back, just like we practiced. Remember this practice? Yeah. Breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now I'm at my toe in the back. This knee is bent. Before I lift, I'm going to straighten my leg. Then I'm going to squeeze my butt. Remember those pecans? Yeah. Could you crack a pecan on that gluteal? That's what we're looking for. You got to use that. You got to innervate that gluteal. Okay? So gluteals, wow, they are so important, and so many people walk around without really engaging them. They're using all the other guide wires, which creates pain. Okay? Drop your shoulders. In through the nose, out through the mouth. I'm doing repeated lifting. Yes, I am. This is a butt kicker, okay? So if Carol's on, you're going to get your butt whooping today, okay? It's right here. That's what we're calling it. And then some people will say, well, that's not very pleasant. Why would I join in to do that? Why? Because it works. It works. It disciplines your muscles, okay? If you don't have your muscles, you are not going to have your bones. Simple, simple, simple. So right now, the supporting leg, you should be feeling this like big time in your hamstring. If your knee has been soft and you've had a tiny bit of a hip hinge where your butt's pushing back, and see, you're squeezing your gluteal and you're lifting that leg, you're pushing down here, and you're keeping in symmetry. You're doing a lot of stuff right now. I'm telling you, this leg right back here should be getting your attention. I hope it is. Okay, so now I'm going to switch. Okay, big breath. But before we do this, let's take a break. Okay, right now, remember which arm you're going to go to next. Okay, which leg did you just lift? I'll say lift because you worked them both. You just worked them differently. However, this leg that just now held you, you're going to turn it out. See that? That little turnout right there is going to totally release that muscle back there. Okay? The hamstring, because the hamstring was acting like your stability mode. Okay? That's why they're just yelling at you. They're doing exactly what I want them to do in this move. All right? And this is where some people would say, oh, you know, that class is just too hard for me. No, you can modify everything. You must keep your muscles. That is the whole key here. You keep your muscles, you're going to keep your bones, you're going to keep your mobility, you're going to keep a lot of things, your independence. Yeah. Okay, you ready? Okay, switch to the other leg. Yeah? So this one's now going to be down. This one's going to be back. So this one's back, and I'm going to grab the weight in the opposite arm. My hand is right there. Okay, drop your shoulders. Okay. Bend your knee slightly. The one that's supporting you. Not the one back here. This one needs to be straight. See, it's from my toe, straight. See that? Now, if you feel this shoulder dropping, what do you have to do? Drop your shoulder, number one. In through the nose, out through the mouth, and pull that shoulder back. Okay? This needs to be level. Okay? Now, knee is soft, chin is tucked, tight tummy, pushing on the chair, and squeeze, what? The gluteal. Squeeze your butt. Okay? Whew. See, here's the thing. Yes, this is gluteal. But have you ever heard a parent anywhere say to their errant child, I'm going to smack you on the gluteal? No, that's not effective. So you say, I'm going to smack you on the butt, right? I know that's not politically correct, but you know what? A well-placed butt kicking does work once in a while. Here we go. Keep that toe in, heel, breath. I'm trying to make a point. Tight, tight. Use your gluteal muscles. Get them to wake up. Equalize. In through the nose, out through the mouth. You should be feeling this in your office. This side of the back is really working hard. Yep. And pushing hard into your foot, but you're going to feel it into the heel a bit. but it should be the whole foot because you are holding yourself in this position with your hamstring, the supported leg. Okay, 3 more. Here we go. In through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth, equalize. Okay, bring your leg in. Bring this here. What are you going to do to release? You're going to turn the toe out. See how I'm turning the toe out? And I'm holding on to the chair and I'm turning. And then I'm turning. I'm trying to release. Yeah, exactly. So take a breath. Drop your chin. Say rib cage up. Drop those shoulders in through the nose. Out through the mouth. I am telling you, it is very difficult to breathe in through your nose and not use your diaphragm, okay? You have to actually think about it in order to do that. Okay, so here's our jugs. And when you fill them full of water, this jug is 10 pounds each, okay? That's pretty good. Okay, 10 and 10. Now what am I going to do? I'm going to pick up a heavier weight on just one weight, all right? So I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to pick up a heavy weight, heavier than 10 pounds. See? One weight, and it's going to be pretty heavy. So it could be a 9, it could be a 12. So what have I got? I got a 20. Why? Number one, because I can. I know, don't you want to slap me right now? But number two, I want to load. And I'm hanging on to it central. Okay? And what did I tell you I was going to do today? Progressive, right? Progressively putting challenges on our frame. So one of the ways to do that is to pick up a pretty darn heavy weight and put it central and hold it with both hands, okay? So now I'm going to step wide in front of my chair, and this is why we practice at the beginning so much this morning. I'm going to take this weight right to here, and I'm going to go into my hip hinge. I see my chair, and I'm going to sit, okay? Now, if I wanted to take the time to move you back, and there are some of you who I would go get my pad right now, because what have I done? I've changed weight, okay? So that means I go back down to doing a high sit down instead of all the way down. Now, I'm doing this because I can, number one, and because I want to go through and show you this progression. Now, if you need to put this on your chair right now, this would be the time to do it. So you have a heavier weight. You can have your pad under you. That's added 2 inches. Perfect. Get ready. Go wide. Right here. You ready? In through the nose. Lean in. Drop your chin. Into the heels and up. Okay, now right now, squeeze your butt. Okay, here we go. Push, 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 push. I see my chair. I'm going to go down. I have landing. I'm going to go right back in. I'm going to start really working on my breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. You ready? Right now, I'm down. I'm going to go in through the nose. Now I'm going to go out through the mouth. Push into the heels. Stand up. Squeeze your butt right now. Right now. Okay, push your butt back. Exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling as you're coming up. Okay, inhale. Exhale. Right now, inhale. Now exhale. Inhale. Here we go. Exhale. Into the heels. Here we go. Lean in. Legs are wide. Push into the heels. Exhale. And you're right here. Squeeze your butt. Now bring your hands down. Okay? Now we're not going to sit down, but we're going to let the weights take us down. See that? Now I'm into my heels. And now I'm going to push into the heels and just bring this right here to my belly button. See that? I'm going to squeeze my butt right now, really hard. Now, unlock your knees, hip hinge, keep your chin tucked, come all the way down, drop your butt. Now come back in and come back up and come back up. So this should be a challenging weight. You're letting yourself hip hinge through the hip, but when you are coming up right here, wow, that is such good moves for your back extensors. Right now, heels, exhale, right there. Heels, exhale, heels, lifting and exhaling. Squeeze your butt really tight. Come back down. Yeah, I go into just a tiny bit of a hyperextension. So I'm right here, I'm squeezing my butt. I want to bend my knees, and then I come out of it. See that? Bend my knees, and come out of it. And then come back down, put that weight right there. Shake your hands, okay? Now, here's the challenge. Here's my weight, right in front of my chair. I'm going to step over it. Okay, make sure you're holding on to stuff. Put your hand on your chair. Go ahead and do that famous around the chair motion. Let's see, I left my weights here, but my hand is right here on my chair. I'm going to step over my weight. Then I'm going to bring my other foot, and some of you are dragging that toe. Bring that up and come around. Try to get this done, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. I'll take 6 times. You can move your hand here, but your hand is here. You bring it up, you come over. Try not to catch your toe on that weight. Oh, that's assuming that you have a great big weight. Some of you may have a tiny little weight. That's okay. That's okay. Just remember, we love slugs in this class. If you're a slug, get into this class. Okay, put your hand here. Okay, here I go. I'm going to go around. Now I have a weight there, right? I'm going to go over it and then over it with this one. But my hand is on the chair. Here I go. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And remember, if you start getting a little dizzy, what do? Number 1, slow back. Maybe stop for a minute. And then just realize, am I holding my breath? Or have I not done that suggestion that Jeannie gave me? Am I not focusing on a stationary object at each wall? It's a kind of a training that you go through. Okay, one more time. Here we go. I'm going to step over, and then I have to lift this leg and come back. Okay? So this is a move that is ushering us into the next part of our class this morning. Okay? So I'm going to stand right here at my chair. Again, I'll turn it so you can see what I'm doing. Okay? So we went around one way, we were around the other way. We had to step over with one leg, and then what we had to do with the other leg. In order to get the toe to not trip on the weight, what we had to do? You had to bring the heel up. Some of you need to keep doing this workout to help you strengthen your hamstring. Okay? Now, you can use your own body weight. Your hamstring can actually take more weight than you think. And if I had a ankle weight and I really wanted to work on my hamstring strength, then I would strap on an ankle weight. And I may start bringing my weights in here. I might have a few left at the office, at the PE office. I think I gave most of them away. That's kind of sad. Anyway, so I'm going to show you how to get a progressive load here with your hamstring. This is a kind of an important kind of a move here. And if you strained your hamstring, this is where you want to start. No weight, positionally. So see, I can take my toe back there. We've already practiced that, right? But then what do? If I can't bend my knee and bring my heel to my hip, if my muscle grabs me, then I know I need to go a little easier. So what do? You bring your knee in. You don't start back here. You come right here. So see, symmetry, right here in line with the other knee. Then you bring that heel up. And some of you are going to go, oh, that's too easy. I'm going to say, wait a minute, stay with me. Look down here, keep your knee the same level as the other one, and just bring your heel up from right there. Okay, right there. See that? Right there. Number one, I have my foot in dorsiflexion. Okay, number two, I don't lock my supporting knee out. Number three, I'm pushing down. Okay, I'm going to tighten it on my tummy. If I can use just one finger, then I will, but I'm doing this move not so much for balance, but for hamstring strength, okay? So go ahead and use two hands. Do you see how my knee is at the same level as the other knee? And you've been doing this with me since I started talking on this one. You're feeling it. Yeah, it's starting to tighten on you. And it will cramp if you keep going and don't give it a rest. And see, we're only at the first level, y'all. But I'm making you do it right. Okay, so what do? Oh, it's cramping. Bring it here. Pull your toe back. Dorsiflexion. Push your butt back. Do that curtsy move. See that? Immediate relief. Works like a dream. Just unreal. Take a breath. And then come back out of it. Okie dokie. Ready to go to the other one. And remember, I'm starting at level 1. So if I had somebody that had a strained hamstring, this is where I start. See? And what am I going to do? I'm actually making it stay here by touching the knees together. Okay? Drop your shoulders. And then I just bring one heel up. And I bring it up as high as I can. But here's a trainer's tip. Do not do this jerky. Do not go up too tight. That hamstring will ball up on you. Okay? So hold on to your chair and just bend at the knee. Try to get the heel to the hip. Okay? See how I'm going heel to hip? But my knees are in the same positioning. See that? Yeah, until you can do 30 of these and you don't have any problem with it balling up on you or cramping on you or anything like that, then you need to do it at this level. Okay, now I'm only going to do 2 levels today. You can just still stay here if you want to. It's up to you. But the golden thing is at least 2 sets of 10. I would prefer 3 sets of 10. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. So this side is my hip replace side. I just did it with my knee replace side. And I'm telling you, my hamstring was weaker over here because of the knee work. Go figure. Woo! I got about, I don't know, probably 4 more. Okay? Heel to hip. Keep your knee soft. Rib cage up. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, 1 more. The supported side, turn it out. Remember? Turn it out. Turn it out. Okay? Now, we're coming into the end part of the class, and I know everybody's got places to go and people to see. Masked, unmasked, dressed, undressed. I digress. Okay, are you ready? Now I want you to just do this experiment with me. So we did that whole first step with the knees straight across, correct? Push down on that chair, tighten in, drop your shoulders, yeah? Take the knee away, kind of a normal step, where you were going to push off stepping. Now, keep this knee soft, but straight. And now you're straight back here, and now you're going to go heel to hip. Take a breath. So my caution here, don't overlean. Some of you are trying to do this. Stay upright, soften your knee. But this one, because the knee is further back there, we've got a different angle. And whoa, do you feel that in the hip, the hamstrings much more quickly. Don't lean. Take a breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, 2 more. Pull that heel right into the hip. It's a much harder pull. And if you had a leg weight on, I can tell you, you'd be feeling this right now. Okay, other side. Time flies when you're having such fun. Okay, so here I'm standing. Line up, shoulders down, ribcage up, step back, just like a normal step. Kind of like this, see? So a normal step, straight leg, and then go bend at the knee, and then keep the knee pointing down. In other words, don't do this, okay? Pull that heel right in, and your knee is behind your supported knee. Shoulders down, big breath. Big breath. Whew. Big breath. It's a much harder pull. And like I said, if you've strained your hamstring, it's a progressive work. You go from straight across to just at the end of your heel, then you do those lifts, then you go back, then you take it back. Okay, so it's progressive. So the hallmark word for this workout is progressive. Okay, so I'm going to step wide, just like that. Take a big deep breath. I'm going to turn and point and turn and point, and my knees are soft. And I'm coming down, I'm turning my ankle, I'm turning my foot, I'm turning my shoulders, I'm turning right around my belly button, I'm turning through the hips. So this is a very good movement, but here's what I want you to notice. When I turn, I am not leaning. I'm turning as if I have a big old rod sticking right down through my spine. Right from here. See, that's what I want you to try to see here. When you do that, then it makes you utilize all your joints in symmetry, okay? I better move this over before I trip on it. There we go. Anyway, good job on this progressive strength training work. Good job, you guys.